Hi everyone. So you must be aware that now this time the CBSE will conduct MCQ types question, that is multiple choice questions from class 9th to class 12. This is for the very first time that CBSE is holding such a type of examination, and it is obviously new for the teachers as well as for the students. So some of the students are getting confused with the MCQs paper. They are otherwise taking it very easy. Some students are so relaxed that they are not even studying because they think that MCQs are going to be very easy and they'll definitely be able to crack it. Wherein some students are a bit nervous because they think that it will be difficult for them to score good. Step on to some tips and tricks of how to crack the MCQ exams. Let me tell you that otherwise there is no such tips and tricks or rules how we can guess the answers. No as such algorithm, because for example if I have set the paper, so I won't see like if the first answer was A, then the 8th answer should be A, then the 16th should be A. So I don't think so there is as such any algorithm because the students think that it will be easy for them to guess. So it's not a guess game. So don't stick on to this that most of the answers are having D option as it's correct, so definitely this is going to be D only. So it is not at all like that. So rather than focusing on the guess games, let's focus on to some more important points. So number one is read the complete question. This is a very basic and very important trick to read the full question. Now students will be saying that what's new in that? Actually the point is the students, they actually don't read the questions completely. When they see one particular point which is highlighted, they don't read the question completely and don't understand the question. Whether it is written find the correct that suits, or it is written find the correct that does not suit. These are some of the MCQs in which students do get confused because they don't focus on the question part, what is being asked in the question. Second one, answer it in your mind first. So don't be hurried before answering, or this is one such big mistake which students make, that they don't check the options, check all the options. They just read the first option and if they find it correct, they'll tick that up. They won't read the next three options, and this is the basic mistakes which create blunders in your examination. Answering the question or before ticking off the answer, you should answer it in your mind first, that is it actually suiting here. For example, in some of the MCQs for the grammar part basically or specifically, some if you write the answer and it does not suit the next part of the question. For example, if your answer is somewhat they are going, and the question lines that continues this answer is not in the mood. So if according to you the preferred answer is they are going, so first of all match that particular line with the extended line of the question. For they are going, not in the mood. So I guess these two answers, they don't match it up, so it gives you a hint that this is not going to be the correct answer. So just go and put it in the place of the gap and read the line once. If it satisfies you, then that is fine. If it doesn't, then that is definitely not going to be the answer of your question. Third one is, and the most important trick which I daily tell my students, to eliminate the wrong answers. For example, if you're having 4 options and you're not sure about the answer, then rather than thinking of the correct answer, firstly choose to eliminate the wrong ones. For example, if there are 4 options and first option is somewhat which you think it cannot be the answer, just cross it, put a cross over it. And then if the fourth is definitely not going to be the answer, then put a cross over it too. Then there is a tough second and third. So choose the most appropriate one. Choose the one in which more information is given. For example, if it is given Lena is lazy, and in this third option it is given Lena is lazy but intelligent. So if you think that Lena was actually lazy and intelligent also, so rather than going for option B, you should always go for option C, because more information and more appropriate content is given in the third option. Upon to the MCQs which are having meanings. These are the MCQs which most of the students do wrongly, because at times the word comes out which you don't know the meaning. Then what to do? You need to put the word into the question, and if it is sounding correct, then you can definitely go for it. Otherwise, if you don't know the meaning, then there is no such tip and trick that you can follow, because if you don't know the meaning actually, then there will be a bit difficulty in choosing the answer. So the only option for it is to make your vocabulary strong, distract you, and then you think this is a very strange word, very uncommon word, so this might be the answer. So this is where you fall in their trap. So don't go for very tricky words if you are not aware of them. This is again very basic tip, that answer the questions you know first. Some of the students stick to just one question if they are not knowing the answer of, they just then waste the time. So you must have to mark your time as well. Okay, next is make an educated guess. For example, if you're completely unaware about the question, don't just do which is related to the question or which you think is more relatable. Go for that answer. At times there are more chances that that particular option gets right if you make an educated guess. Okay, next is a very important one. So there are so many questions which comes with mostly, sometimes, every time, usually. So these are the words which can confuse you. So at times, you need to understand what is being asked in the question. If it is sometimes, then it is kabhi kabhi. It is every time, then it is har bar. So due to these some words, the meaning of the whole question can get changed. These are some words which can completely change the meaning of the question. Next is stick to first choice, but not always. Go for your first gut feeling. And is use every clue from the question. Whatever is given in the question is definitely of your use. Don't ever consider that this is useless which is given in the question. Every clue that is given in the question is very, very useful. You need to follow them. And secondly, the reason and assertion questions, like if it is the correct reason of that assertion, or assertion is correct or not, definitely in these questions you have to follow the extract that is given to you, right? You just need to follow the extract. You don't have to answer it throughout from the whole chapter. No, whatever extract is given to you, you have to stick to the information that is given in that particular extract, and you have to answer the question according to that particular extract and not the whole chapter. And for the reason and assertioning, you have to practice that, have to make sure whether the given reason is the correct explanation of that assertion or not, right? The most important tips is that if the question is grammatically, or if the answer is grammatically wrong, then that option is definitely wrong. For example, if you're thinking that this answer can be right or has the correct information, but the grammar portion is wrong in that particular option, then definitely that answer is never ever going to be right. So the last and the very basic tip which every teacher of yours might have given you is that read the chapters thoroughly, because in the MCQs you won't be able to tick the correct answer by just reading the summary. No, this is not going to happen at all. For that, you need to be thorough with the chapter. You need to read your chapters thoroughly and practice. Practice is the only thing which can actually make your answers correct. Once again, I'm saying that read the chapters thoroughly, because at times some questions are deeply asked from chapters which you won't get to know by just reading the summary. So go through the chapters thoroughly. So these were some tips and tricks for your MCQ exams. If you liked the video and learned something new from it, then do like, share, comment, and please subscribe to the channel Quick Wits. Thank you, stay tuned, bye bye, and all the very best for your exams. Bye bye.